and we are doing a. Okay, finally. Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Richa, and we're doing a badminton live after so long. Today, our esteemed panel includes Pratish. Hi, Pratish, Akhilesh, and Sudipta. Welcome, everybody. Sudipta, look like you are not forced here, please. Right, before we dive
Hi.
into, before we spill tea and dive into who plays who, just answer me in two lines, all right? How happy or disappointed or whatever, how do you feel about the draws? And what are your medal predictions from badminton? Two lines, please, no explanations. One by one. Let's start with Pritish.
I think though it's
Don't be
a favorable
diplomatic here.
draw only. No, it's a favorable draw only. And medal prediction, I mean, not a fan of predictions, but I would still go with two medals, either of the singles, men's and women's, and uh, men's doubles for sure. So I mean, it's little optimistic, but yeah, now looking at the draw, there is a huge chance that we might have two medals.
Akhilesh.
I'm happy with the draw. And my medal prediction, I would hopefully go for two, but realistically one.
Nice. I like it. Sudipta?
Yeah, it's a good draw for Indian players. Uh, so look, going by the draw, PV Sindhu probably will have another medal. So that is a, I mean, outrageous prediction, but still going by the draw and kind of players she's going to face in the pre-quarter finals, because in the group stage she is facing some unheralded players, so that's why she will not face much hurdles in the group stage. But from round of 16, she has two Chinese players to face, probably two Chinese players, Bing Jiao and Chen Yufei. Chen Yufei is the defending Olympic champion, but still, then PV Sindhu never lost in the against Chinese in the World Championships and the Olympics. So, keeping that thing in mind and the preparation she is undergoing at the moment, so she will have a good chance to win another medal, probably a hat trick of Olympic medals. We are not very sure of what would be the color of the medal, but we can be. I mean, we may get another medal from PV Sindhu, and there will be another, of course, another continent, that is Satik Chirag. It will be big disappointment for India if they don't return home with a medal.
So your prediction is three, two, one. Give us a
It's
number.
two. Two.
Two, right?
So it is
Two, one, two. Great.
Satik
Good.
Chirag's play in the men's doubles. That's why it should be one medal, and PV Sindhu is one medal.
Awesome. Okay, this was a question to the chat as well. Please let us know what your prediction is before we get started. Okay, do we have any predictions here? Okay, so let's start with women's singles. Our best bet, every Olympics, same phase. Sad to say that, but yeah, every Olympics, same phase. Two medals. Rohit says two medals. Great. Just a minute, guys. Only one medal. Okay. Badminton Hub. Your name is Badminton Hub. You should be okay, but okay. Realistic chance. Great to know. Also, we have quite a few records that we'll be looking at. India has never gone medalless in badminton for a long history. That is a huge record to hold. Also, that we have never won a gold medal. Which one of the record do you see breaking this time?
Gold
Anybody
medal
can answer.
is a
Please
real
go on.
gold medal is a real possibility, but I'm not I mean, it's a very tough thing to say that will India win a medal? Yeah, India will. I think that record will stay intact. But the fact that that gold medal thing can be also, it can also be gone this time, because Satvik Chirag do look like a gold medal contender, and they are definitely like among the ones running for gold medal.
Yeah, about Satik Chirag, I want to say one thing. Since the draw is not out, once the draw is out, we'll get a clear picture about their route to the medal. And as I said, it will be big disappointment if they return home without a medal. They are the world. They have already created so many records for Indian doubles and Indian badminton. They have broken the 70, I think 75 years, if I am not wrong, 75 years old break. India have never won a gold medal in individual round in the Asian Games, and Satik Chirag ended that level. So they have won the gold medal last year, and they have also won the medal at World Championships. Then Thomas K. Everything they have done, everything new for Indian badminton, and they have already exceeded expectations for us. From Indian perspective, it is exceeding the expectations. So this time they are coming into the Olympics. That too at a place they have already tasted success, winning two French Open. So there will be a lot of expectations on them. So if they return home with a gold medal, that will be a great thing for Indian badminton. And I believe, given their performance in recent times, Satik Chirag is still India's best bet and probably among the favorites to win the gold at the Paris Olympics. But we have to keep in mind this thing that the men's double is a very open field. I mean, there are several pairings who will perform. I mean, they will also look forward to the gold and silver medal. Nobody looks forward to silver medal, but they will look forward to the gold medal. It's an open field. It will be an
I mean,
exciting affair
we'll
for
get
us
to
fans.
the
Yeah.
we'll get to men's
Yeah,
doubles.
I think
I mean, this was supposed to be a surprise for people who don't know. The men's doubles draws haven't been announced yet. The most anticipated one, but haven't. So yeah, we'll come to that. First, let's discuss the women's singles draw. After you, Akhilesh, were saying something.
no, I was also trying to go in the lines of the men's doubles, but I think we should stick to discussing the draws, which came out a couple of days back, and I think there are some interesting drawing points from that. So yeah, so back to you to take it forward.
I am very excited about women's singles, all right, because PV Sindhu is a different beast when it comes to Olympics. Whatever she does throughout the year, she leaves it behind when it comes to Olympics. This time she's placed in Group M. It's an easy group, and I mean it's an easy draw according to me, but we have our experts. So Pritish, please go on. What do you think about it?
So I'll be very honest, like this group looks nothing for her. She should, get away with this group easily. And even the expected opponents, He Bing Zhao and Chen Yufi. So I mean, while there is a thing that she hasn't lost to a Chinese shuttler at big tournament, but then head-to-head record is like a little off with both the shuttlers. So if you go with He Bing Zhao, if I'm not wrong, Sindhu has won out of like the 20 some matches. Sindhu has won 9, and He Bing Zhao has won 11. And in past recent meetings where they have met together, it's been He Bing Zhao who has won the matches. So I mean, but like as it is said that she's a big tournament player, so I would expect her to beat at least both the Chinese shuttlers. While her preparation has been very good. So yeah.
I think before we look at Sindhu
How are we
and
looking
her
at the draw?
group, yeah, I think before we look at Sindhu and her group, we should also take a look at the group for the two Chinese in itself. I think they have a fairly difficult group. We expect them to still go through, but Hebing Jiao has Kirsty Gilmore, who's top 25 rank in her group, and that's like you expect her to win, but not going to be as easy as it is with Sindhu in her group. And with Chen Yufei, she has two tricky opponents in her group in Yvonne Lee and I think the other one is Mia Blichfeld or Michelle Lee. I'm one of them. So that is not going to be straightforward for them. So hopefully here and there, it's hope for a surprise. And ensure that Sindhu has like a fairly easier opponent in the knockouts. But coming to Sindhu, yeah, you would expect her to breeze through the group and which would give her a lot of confidence going through and trying to face the two Chinese in the knockouts. With He Bingjiao, she did lose to her in the Asian Games quarterfinal, so maybe this is revenge time, and they've historically been very close, neck and neck. Sindhu did beat Hay in the bronze medal match in Tokyo, and so yeah, it has been a big tournament matchup, and hope and mostly we would see another one in Paris in a few days' time.
Yeah,
To draw your
Richa.
attention to
So
Group E, Thai and Intanan in the same group. I mean, how? Sorry.
yeah, carry on.
Okay, I would like to draw your attention to Group E, Thai and Intanan in the same group. I mean, I cannot be more excited than that. What a group! I mean, but you lose one opponent so early. I mean, and but we don't face Anse Young or Thai initially. Like, how happy are you guys about it? I am very happy. Mia. Okay.
So it is. I mean, Tai Tu Zwing is one of the contenders for the Olympics. You can't compare her with Ratchanak Intanan. Ratchanak Intanan is a very good player, but considering her current form, she is not even close to Tai Tu Zwing. Tai Tu Zwing is someone who can beat anybody. If she has a game, no other players has that. If she is fit, she can even give. I mean, even Yanse Young will. I mean, feel it very difficult to beat her. And given that Anse Young has been going through, I mean, she is still recovering from a knee injury, and it's a recurring knee injury. So it will be. I mean, we don't know what will happen to her and how she will perform, how she will manage her injury. And talking about Taitu Zing, she is playing her last Olympics, so she will give her best. And yeah, but considering this fact that Rachanang Interan is also a good player, so it will be exciting to watch. I mean, some one of the first matches from the group stage itself, we can look for some exciting classes. But Taitu Zing, someone who will
I think
go
Thai is
throughout the
India's
tournament.
favorite. If you ask any Indian who after PV Sindhu, they
Yeah,
will say it should be Thai winning a medal. So
we
we
should
are also
say
a
we
little
should say
biased there. But
Doctor
what
Tai.
are Dr. Thai, right? Dr. Thai, yes.
Yeah.
What are our expectations from Carolina Marin? Okay.
Oh my
I was,
God.
yes, please.
Carolina Marin, I mean, look at her. What is her age? How old is she is now?
So
I think more
Devanshu
than
is also
30,
there.
29-30.
more than
Just
29, 30. She
checking.
must be
Of
33
course.
now. So, I
Carolina
mean,
Marin is
Carolina
older,
Marin,
but
she is now 31. But look at her. I mean, what she has achieved, she has beat Anse Young, even when Young was at the best of her form. So Carolina Marin has been going through injuries, and she was nowhere in the picture. She was not even playing. Then she made a comeback and won, I think, All England Open this year. And then she's here. I mean, we can't take a call and what she will do. At that too, playing in Europe, she can
but
do
you can't
anything. She
count
will
her out.
probably, yeah, she probably is going to be the
Never
dark
count a
horse this
Spanish
time.
out.
Yeah, because she's an experienced player. She knows every player, and she file everything in her brain, and she knows. I mean, how every player plays, and she has a game for everyone. So keeping this thing in mind, so you can't counter out. Yes, you can't counter out. Carolina Marin is going to be one of the exciting players to watch out for in these Olympics.
Akhilesh, Pratish, is there a player that you're looking at? Of course, it is Sindhu who is going to win the gold medal for us, but who else?
I'd say I'd
I
look
think
at Carolina Marin as well. Sorry, Pritish, you would like to go first.
nah, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I'd say I'd like to look at Carolina Marin as well, purely because of her comeback. She missed the previous Olympics due to knee ligament injury, if I'm not wrong, and which did make the path of Sindhu a little easier last time because she has beaten Sindhu in a final in 2016, and she's just a player who plays with her mind. Her mind games are out of the world, and she tries to get into the opponent before trying to beat them. And as Sudipto had mentioned, beating An Se Young in the form she has been over the last year and a half, so like easily, is shows the pedigree that Caroline Marel holds with herself. And being in France, she will be like favored. And as when it comes to Sindhu, out of the four people who are the top four seeds, the one person who I would have minded the least to be in Sindhu's quarter is in fact Chen Yufei. So the other three are like probably not gonna be possible to beat at all. Chen Yufei, Sindhu has had closer games with her, and she probably has a chance. So yeah, my bet towards the one who could win, if not Sindhu, is Carolina Marin again.
Sindhu does not have a very bad record against Chen Yufei and
Yes,
Ding Xiao. Ding Xiao, she is trailing 9-11, and against Chen Yufei it is 6-6. The last time she made at the All England Open, I'm not the French Open. So like the match lasted for 1 hour and 30 minutes. See, after that Sindhu lost, and she is
yes.
right now the world number one. And so we don't know what will happen in the Olympics. Sindhu can win, or if they can win, anything can happen. But we can't count Sindhu out from this.
We have different answers from the chat as well. Some want Chen Yufei, some want Yama to reach the finals. There are people for Marine, of course. Okay, Pritesh, who are you betting on?
I think Carolina Marin, obviously what the recovery she had after those two injuries is out of the world, I would say. And despite the age factor, which is obviously a lot of times which is like talked about, I think she has done fairly well, and the comeback has been brilliant. And people should be afraid of Carolina Marin, whoever the opponents are. And I think, yeah, we have been discussing constantly that yeah, it's good that PV Sindhu has avoided Anse Young and Tai, but still, I think the Chinese opponents will be tough nut to crack. But given that there has been a lot of changes in coaching, mentor, a lot of other stuff has gone in past 7-8 months, I would say. So probably some new approach, or or a better understanding of opponent maybe would be there. So let's see what happens.
So, all in all, we're happy with the draw and we see her winning a medal definitely. Is that yes? Thumbs up. Yes. Give a thumbs up, guys. At least gives it. Okay. Okay. Next, we should move on to men's singles, right? The most anticipated. We have two people this time. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. What is worse, losing to Chen Yufei in quarters or losing to Caro and Tai in finish fourth? Chalo ji, answer now. We have a question. Who wants to answer? Raise your hand, please. Chen Yufei in quarters or Carolina or Tai to finish fourth?
I think it's a tough question. It's a very tough question because I mean,
Interesting.
if you can go to the semis by beating Chen Yufei, that means you know that you can sort of beat those two as well. And when like over the last few months, you've seen Sindhu coming back to her best, but she's not shown her level best, which was there 2 3 years back. And if she shows that in the quarters by beating Chen Yufei, and then misses out on fourth, it's going to be a very very hard thing. But I would take that uh, more than the other.
I think finishing
All
fourth
right,
is
let's move forward.
never.
Men's singles. Okay. Worst place. Yes, Pritish, go on, please.
I mean, finishing fourth is not really a good feeling anytime soon. So I think I think like there's nothing worse, and like both of them are losses at the end of the day. So it's not worse or it's not good. I think I would
Yes.
prefer she at least reaching semi-finals. Losing and at least reaching semis will be good. that okay, she at least reached close to that third medal, which is a historic medal.
Okay, finally, we have men's singles. Group K and Group L is where we should be looking at, firstly. Okay, Group K for Prannoy. Uh, so, when we talk about men's singles, people are considering Prannoy as an option over Lakshya, even before the draws were out. And I think the draws also favor Prannoy this time. What do we think about it? Chat and people.
Yeah, I mean, Pranay has an easy group, but the fact that Pranay has been coming through a very difficult season this year, after a very good season in 2023, and this year, the only time she reached the semi-final that was in India Open. After that, it has been about all about like first round and say second round exits. That is because of the his stomach issue, and then chikungunya as admitted by Pulala Gopichand. And now one player who is coming from chikungunya, I mean, he has recovered. Pulala Gopichand has said that, and he is also registering good smashes and good speed also. But uh, coming from chikungunya and then performing at a competitive event like that of the Olympics, so it could be difficult for HS Pranay from the next round, because in the next round he will be facing either Lakshya Sen or Jonathan Christie. Lakshya Sen is a big, I mean, Lakshya Sen is a big event player. He did well in the Asian Games, and he will be looking forward to do well in the Olympics also. That is
And he
because he
particularly
was
plays well against Prannoy, if I remember correctly.
yeah. So that is one fact. Another thing is that in case Jonathan Christie is topping the group, then HS Pranay will be up against Jonathan Christie. And Jonathan Christie is in very rich vein of form. So, uh, but when we are considering these things, that HS Pranay has been going through a rough patches of his career, but we also have to keep in mind that he has got ample time to recover and ample time to prepare himself for the Olympics. So we will expect something good from HS Pranay, but we also have to keep this thing in mind that his form has not been good this year, and the from the round of 16 itself, he will have to face tougher opponents, and that could make the thing difficult for him, both for both Indian players, because they will either face Jonathan Christie or they will be going off against each other. So that could be a difficult situation for us, for Indian fans also.
Okay. Group. What are your thoughts on Group L, Akhilesh?
Yeah, I mean, going with the men's draw, unlike Sindhu's draw, I think this is a brutal draw for from an Indian point of view, where your two players are close to each other and both could go down to the All England champion. I think Jonathan Christie has been in brilliant form, and it's going to be a hard task. And if you look at the head-to-head between them, I think Jonathan Christie has won the last four games. They've been close ones. He's won all of them in three sets, but yeah, it's not a mean task for Lakshya Sen, and I think he's gonna have a hard time. But you have seen Lakshya, as Sudip had mentioned, in big tournaments like the French Open earlier this year, like the All England, where he did lose to Jonathan in the semi-finals earlier this year again. He does come and step up and try to beat the big fishes. He did beat Antonsen recently. He can go ahead and try to beat these big fishes, and he does show up as a big tournament player. So that I think definitely plays in his hand. And looking the rest of the group, I think Kevin Corden he finished fourth in the Tokyo Olympics, and he was the surprise of that Olympics. And who knows, he could again spring another surprise this time around. And he was so close to bringing Guatemala out of all countries a medal. And he will definitely try to take it, and he has nothing to lose and try to beat Lakshya and Jonathan in the same group. So it's definitely the group of death and it's going to be not easy, and it's not going to be easy for Christie either. From his side, I think he will also be dreading to face all these really capable opponents in his group. So all in all, I think it's a very very interesting group to look at.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, Christy, we all know, is the opponent to face Lakshya Sen. Kevin Korda is also a five-time Olympian, and as Akhilesh mentioned, he reached the semi-finals last time. Again, Julian is also someone that is a regular on the BWS circuit. So this stands as our group of death, and sadly, it'll be Prannoy who will face the winner. Pritish, how sad, I will use the word, how sad are you about our round of 16 matchup? Pritish?
I was expecting it. BWF has a tendency of doing all this, putting all the Indians in the happens what turns up there. So I think, Lakshya has a little, he has a tricky draw there. Prannoy has a easy one, and if Prannoy goes on forward, I think again he'll face Jonathan Christie. So Christie, anyway, for both the Indians can be dangerous because they don't have a positive head-to-head record also, and in the recent times, Christie has defeated both of them. I think, if I'm not wrong, I think Thomas Cup mein Lakshya lost to him, and Prannoy, when did he last lose? Prannoy 2022 Malaysia Open, if I'm not wrong. That's where Prannoy had lost. So yeah, it looks like tough after group stage for Lakshya. It's tough from the group stage only, but for Prannoy, I think it's gets tough up from the knockout stages.
See, particularly
And
if you ask me, I'm not the one for numbers, but I just have a feeling, okay, instinct person, I have a feeling that Lakshya is gonna spring a surprise here. I know, I mean, it's a big ask given that he has Christie to face, but my instincts say that something's going to happen. Also, chat is so optimistic about Prannoy winning a medal. We also have a gold chance. Others says that Prannoy will win a gold. This is new. Others, I mean,
uh,
right.
I think I would also like to bring the other player in the same quarter, which is Kodai Naroka. He has a very superior record to both Prannoy and Lakshya. So if you do cross the hurdle of Jonathan Christie, you have another player. I think the head to head for Prannoy is one against six against Kodai Naroka, and for Lakshya is 2 against 4. So both of them don't fancy playing Kodai Naroka also. So it's gonna be a hurdle after hurdle after hurdle for both of them if they have to reach the semifinal. And then if you do reach the semifinal, you are against Victor Axelsen, the defending Olympic champion. So I don't think it's not going to be an easy road. But both of them are definitely capable of springing a surprise, as you mentioned.
And there are so many names when it comes to men's singles that you really can't expect, and you can't say who will. Isliye I won't ask you who's the gold medal contender, because every group has a name that can go on to win a gold medal. But apart, like, who is your favorite medal favorite this time? Don't focus on numbers. Instinct se batao, who do you think is winning the gold, or if we are counting Indians, is going to win a medal for us?
Yeah, I think I agree with some from the chat, and both numbers and my instincts point towards Shiyuki because of how he has been playing over the last couple of years. He like whenever I watch him, he's unbelievably good. He can like he's toppled Victor Axelsen in the world rankings. He was the Asian Game champion, if I'm not wrong, and he has been like bringing China back into being the powerhouse in men's singles. And I think with that a few years of drought, I think he probably brings them back the men's singles gold medal because I think he's genuinely very very strong.
China is not underrated, but Shiyuki's comeback underrated. Okay, Pritish.
Yes.
I think I have a
Badminton
bias
House
with
says
Kunlavat.
Lijija.
I like him.
Okay,
He's, I
not the
don't
answer
think
we wanted to hear.
Leesia will win.
Please,
Yeah,
Kundavat, Sudipta. Please, one word
but I think
answers.
yeah, Kunlavat all the way.
Victor Axelsen for me.
Okay, we
It's
have three
either
different
Victor
answers.
Axelsen or it is Sai Yuki. So Victor Axelsen will be favorite because of the conditions. Uh, because right now he has not been in good form, uh, but given his record in the last 2 years, and right now he is also preparing for the Olympics like all other players. But condition will favor him, unlike other players. Many of the players may even fall sick even before the start of the games, and that could be the concern for the contingent also.
Okay, so Chad has some answers. We have Kunlavut here. We have Lijija, Shiyuki. Shiyuki is the clear favorite. People are bashing Narauka. Thank you, guys. Antonson, Chao. Someone also believes there will be a Lakshya versus Victor. I mean, I highly doubt it.
That could be
We will.
because something unpredictable can
Okay.
also happen, and that too you also can't rule out Lakshya. He's an unpredictable player. I mean, he's not playing in very good on the BWF World Tour. So we have similar stories with PV Sindhu. PV Sindhu have never done as good as Saina Nehwal. So Lakshya Sen may could be inconsistent because of several issues, several injuries, several surgeries. So, but he has the potential, and if he performs well from the very beginning of the Olympics, he could do any. He could do anything. He has the potential. He has won the bronze medal at the World Championships, so he can do anything. But yes, when we talk about this, when we talk about the scenarios, when we talk about the past performance, yeah, Lakshya might now have a very good record against Victor Axelsen, against the Chinese players. But you also have to keep in mind these things that he reached two semi-finals this year, and also at the All England Open at the Asian Games last year. We know what happened at that time. Lakshya won, I think, all the matches, and in the final also against China, he won the match and given India the lead. So much needed lead. But India lost, that's a different thing. But he can perform well on the big occasion.
Okay, Pratish. So let's wrap this men's singles. Throw in what do you think about India and let's move forward. Bronze for
I
HS. What
think,
do you
as I
think?
said,
Let's move
like
forward.
it depends.
Oh, please don't give a
I
diplomatic
will
answer.
go
I
for
want.
HS Prannoy giving him. No, I'm not giving a diplomatic answer, but yeah, the point is that I would back HS Prannoy because HS also knows that this is the last shot he has got at probably. I am not sure about other Olympics 4 years from down the line. He made a comeback at 29 years old, so you really don't know. But still, at 31, this looks like a last chance for him to live that Olympic dream. And more than anything, I would be very honest, I would just want HS to perform there, because I think this was long in coming. It has been a wait of long time. 2010 Youth Olympics medalist, and it's been like what 14 years now. So I just want him to go and play, enjoy this thing. Probably, I think if he plays with a free mind, the results will come around. So I, more than anything, I would want HS Prannoy to just go there and show us some really good badminton.
I think
Perfect.
if Lakshya Sen comes out of his group, I think he has a chance of getting the medal. So that's my prediction from Lakshya Sen. If he does manage to beat Jonathan Christie, top the group, he has a very good chance of winning a medal.
Great. Let's move to
Yeah.
women's doubles now. Ah, cruel draw for us. India is placed in Group C. Let's share our screen. Just a minute, guys. Let's read the predictions till then. Okay, same. Chao and okay, someone has predicted and Townsend too.
I think it's a good
Lakshya,
shout as well.
Li Shifeng prediction we got. Women's
Yeah,
doubles.
men's
My
single is
prediction
very
we
open.
got best men's singles. Always is. And we are still waiting for men's doubles. वो होगा draw. France will favor. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, till then, guys, we don't have the men's doubles draw yet, but we know that
Yes.
Satvik and Chirag will enter as third seed. So, what do you expect from their draw? Who they might be facing? And I mean, it's been like 2 years जब से उनके पीछे गोल्ड 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 का गाना है. But what are your real time predictions, and what do you think about the? It will be a comeback for them of sorts. Men's doubles.
I think as Commonwealth Games gold medalists, Asian Games gold medalists, the aim for them would be going there and getting the gold medal. I think they would be very happy with a medal and very disappointed without a medal. But the aim will be going for gold because they, as similar to men's singles, I think like the men's doubles is also not like mostly an open uh, tournament. Like you can find people stringing surprises and then ending up winning. And with the draws, I think one team will have 5 teams, or one group will have 5 teams in it. I just hope that that's not the Indian pairs group. But yeah, that's my wish from the draw. But I think they will be going for gold in this Olympics, and yeah, I'm confident with the duo being able to at least play in the final.
Naveen believes that we might get either best or worst draw in men's doubles. If you, trust my faith in BWF, we are going to get the worst draw possible
Mhm.
in men's doubles, particularly. What do you think, Pritish? Also, Sudipta, let's start with Sudipta first.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of competitors in this match doubles is in fact a open field. So there could be a lot of things. I mean, the biggest opponent for the Indians would be the Chinese players. Let me check. So just a minute. Yeah, Liang and Wang. They could be the biggest opponent for the Indians, and Kim and Anderson. So Kim and Anders are the most improved pairs in most recent time. So they could be one of the biggest hurdles for the Indians, and other than that, Liang and Wang. But we also have to keep in mind these things that they are not unbeatable. Satik Chirag had defeated them. And similarly, Kang and ACO of South Korea are also tricky customers. They against them also Satik Chirag have won. But another pair that is going to be very interesting, we will try to avoid, and Satik Chirag must avoid. But at the same time, in case they face Aaron Chia and so Wiki, so it is going to be an exciting battle. But at the Olympics, nobody, I mean, Sati Chirag should not want to face them because you never know, you may lose against them. So even though Sati Chirags have been on a unbeaten streak against Aaron and so I mean, considering everything, Liang and Wang are still favorite at the moment, but given their seedings also, but still, even though Satik Chirag are number third seeded pairing at the event, they are still high in contention for the gold medal. Nobody, if they are in good form, if they are get back their mojo at the Olympics, nobody can beat them. They can do anything. They can beat every opponent in the straight games if they are in good form. If they have the if get the got the going at the Olympics.
Badminton Half has already predicted the group: Sachi, Erin and Chia, Liu, and Popov brothers. Oh, yeah, interesting. What do we think about Popov brothers? Good, thank you. France was very enthusiastic about this pair. What do we think about them?
Yeah, Thomas Junior Popov and
Pritish, please.
Christoph Popov, they are.
He has been waiting for very long. I'm sorry,
I
guys.
think
Let him
in men's
speak. Please, Pritish.
men men's doubles, the biggest concern for me is Satvik's shoulder injury at the moment. He's not able to hit smashes properly, from what we saw in last few tournaments. So I'm not really sure how well he is or how good his shoulder is feeling right now, how much recovery he has. So I would still keep my hopes that he has recovered well and it doesn't show up in the tournament. But at the moment, I think there is uncertainty about his complete recovery. Recovery is one thing, but being back at, like, you're 100% in a game like badminton where your shoulder is a very important part of body to which is in action most of the time. So I think it becomes very important to see if the recovery of Satvik is complete or not.
Badminton media says that we shouldn't be underestimating other pairs. Definitely not. Definitely. In men's doubles, you can never underestimate a pair. Never. So, yeah, of course. And as Pritish, you mentioned, injury factor is one thing that will hurt India the most. This goes for PV as well. This goes for Satvik Chirag. This goes for Prannoy. So, if we are going to lose medals, it's probably going to because of our injuries and recovery stuff. Okay, now let's move to women's doubles. Chat, do we have any opinions or should we move? Okay, great. Okay, I will say nothing this time. Who wants to go first? What do we think about this draw? There was a head to head between Tressa and whether who will qualify. Will it be Tressa and Gayatri or it be Tanisha or Ashwini? So, I mean, I don't know if you will be happy or sad. It's not the right thing to say, but do you think it's a better choice that Tanisha and Ashwini are going rather than Tressa and Gayatri?
It is decided based on rankings, so India has nothing to do here, and it's not based on the choice. So, I mean, given their ranking, they have been chosen, and they are not in contention for a medal. So they are here to play, and they are assembled last year only as a player, and they will hope for a good show. And even if they beat any good player, the world number 4, so and the South Korean player, the world number 7, Kim and Hee Young, so that will also be a good result for them. I don't see they will go beyond the group stage, given the numbers and the statistics or everything are against them. But at the same time, we have to keep this thing in mind that they have defeated some good players on the world tour. That's why they have risen through the rankings and they are now in the top 20. We will hope for a good show from them, but I don't see they are going beyond the group stage.
I mean, I agree with the ranking point, but the reason why I put this question was exactly this. It is the last Olympics for Ashwini. It will be the first for Tanisha. So, a pair like that, or a pair that has proven that they can spring surprises when it comes to moments like those. When it comes to Tressa and Gayatri, both of them are young and we know what they can do. So that is why my question was ki, whether you're happy or you would have preferred Tressa and Gayatri. Again, it's
So
not on
that
us, but
questions,
just
yeah,
checking.
that questions I want to say that Trisha and Gayatri, so they have not been doing well in recent times. That's why they went down the rankings. Otherwise, they are also in good contention for a place in the Olympics. Because of that reason only, that they are not in good form. So since they are not in good form, of late they are doing well, but not very well. They are doing well, better than the last year. So keeping that thing in mind, Ashini and Tanisha, they have also won World Tour title, I think, if I am not wrong. So keep this in mind. I'm happy that they are going. They are also, they have done so well in 1 year, 1.5 years now. They have done so well, and they were ranking outside, I think, around 50. So they are now in the top 20 now. So we are happy. I'm happy, very happy that they are going to the Olympics and will be competing there. And talking about Gayatri and Trisha, they are still very young. It would have been very good had they been in the Olympics this time around itself. But next time in the Los Angeles, they should be there and they should do something very good like Sadik Chiras have been doing for Indian men's doubles.
Yeah, I
Group A
think.
is pretty interesting, Pritesh. After Akhilesh,
Sorry.
please proceed.
I
No,
think.
no, please go
I
on.
think it's. I think it's a great, like, I mean, as Richard mentioned, I do look forward to a good future for the pair of Risa and Gayatri. And I hope that this is the time that they were not chosen to the Olympics actually plays into their hands, and they look to improve in a lot of aspects to come back. And I think in the recent they have shown that they have beaten higher rank opponents and have shown that they can do that. But the matter is the consistency, and I think hopefully like now they're still 21 each. When they are a little older they can uh, start challenging and getting more tour wins and stuff. And so that's with them. I would be happy if they were here, but I'm definitely happy for Tanisha Krasto and Ashwini Ponappa. I think for Tanisha, as you said, is a first Olympics. It's going to be a great experience, especially when you play alongside someone who's been so experienced, who's going for her third Olympics, who has played in the Asian Games, played in the Commonwealth Games, is sort of a veteran of Indian badminton, and going along with her would be a great experience for Tanisha Crasto. And I think coming out of this Olympics, she would be feeling much better and going into her own career path. And for Ashwini Ponappa, as I mentioned, it's going to be a great time for her to end her career in the Olympics on a high. They are a good doubles pair who can sort of go ahead. And I don't think if you look at the head to head in their groups, they have not faced the Korean opponents, they have not faced the Australian opponents. They played the Japanese opponents once and they lost that match. So you never know, you've not seen you and played against them. So playing directly in the big stage might come as a surprise for the Korean pair especially. And who knows, that we could maybe get out of the group, and that would be a great achievement, given the way the doubles draws and the seeds and the groups are.
It's definitely something nobody is expecting, and I hope, Akhilesh, what you're saying gets true. But Pritish, I would like to draw your attention to Group A. Badminton Hub believes four probable medalists in the same groups,
Yeah.
and definitely it's a group. It's our death group. So, what do we think about this? I mean, our chances are meager this here, but we can at least predict a gold medalist.
I think Group A is obviously the group of death. But even looking at our chances, if if there is a big if, but if any of the the either the Australian pair or the Indian pair, they pull off a upset, so I think there is a chance because two will go from the group. So you never know who comes second. So that place is up for grabs if there is a upset. Let's say the Australian pair beats the Korean pair or the Indian pair gets better of the Korean pair. So you don't know for the second spot. I would still say one place is there for the upside. And I think when coming back to the Trisha Gayatri question, I think badminton have made a very valid point that when you don't play for the whole year, how to qualify, you won't be able to qualify. And a lot of it has to do with injury. There were a couple of injuries to both the players. But I think they have good chance going forward. But they should be consistent and they should not avoid tournaments in fear of injury, because if you don't play, you won't qualify.
Great. I hope that one day we also get to discuss the mixed doubles draw, but that day is not today. It was fun discussing it, guys. Hello, Abhishek. I think you're a little late, but we have a question that we will sum up with. I asked this question before medal predictions. Now that we have discussed the draws, uh, what do we think about our chances now? Is it still two medals, Sudipta, two Pritish, and one Akhilesh?
Two medal. PV Sindhu, distant chance, and Sathik Chirag a sure shot.
Great. Okay.
For me,
Akhilesh?
it's gonna be one medal. I'm not gonna change that. Hope is that maybe Lakshya Sen or PV Sindhu can come up and uh, surprise me, and that's what I would like. I would like to be proven wrong, but I'm gonna go ahead and see, like stand my ground and say one medal, Satvik Chirag.
Pritish?
I think for me it is going to be Satvik Chirag and either of the singles. I'll still go with, like, I think there are three players, three super players, and either of them, like all three of them are good enough to go all the way. So probably, you know, either of them from men's or women's singles. So yeah, two medals.
Okay, chat. What do we think? How many medals? Just give me a number, everybody. Just a number. Then we'll wrap up.
Yeah, while the chat is giving their number, just one final point I'd like to mention. I think 2012 was the last time where China did a clean sweep in gold medals in the badminton, all five events, and they look strong to doing that this year. I mean, it's just an observation, not a prediction, but they do look strong in doing that again this year.
Okay, so the prediction says 2-1-1-2-1-1. कौन सी कंट्री का नंबर होता है ऐसा? बट ठीक है, 1-1-2. Not very optimistic. 1. Nobody said 0. I'm so happy about it. Nice.
No,
2.
nobody said three either.
3. Okay. Don't give medal predictions on women's doubles. Why
Don't
not,
be over
Anush? Why not?
optimistic. Don't be over optimistic.
Let him be. Why not? Two medals. Okay.
Yeah,
One,
in
one, two.
sports,
Okay.
anything can happen. We can even have three medals. But I should go with two medals.
Sports Kida has 3. Yeah, I mean, sad for them. They predicted 2 golds in men's singles, but it's okay. It's cool. Happens. Okay, chat was fun. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining me and entertaining my stupid questions. It was very fun. And if you guys liked it, we will be doing this again. Throughout the Olympics, we'll be having live. We'll be having our panel here discussing on all the matches, all the draws, and everything in between. So please do join us and also support us. We have a link attached. Contribute us in our journey. We are trying to get Indian sports to places where it deserves. Please follow us throughout the Olympics, and we promise you a great coverage. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye. Anything else you guys want to add?
Thank you, guys.
So thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys.
Thank you. Keep supporting us.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.